Hi, welcome to my workouts. The reason I like to work out is because when I get old, I want to be able to cook my own meals. I want to be able to drive to places by myself. Or I want to be able to live my own house as I age. Besides, I'm interested in saving all kinds of money on medical bills, not having to go to the doctor or go visit at the emergency rooms or even ended up in a nursing homes or assisted living cares. That's the reason why I exercise. Along the way, I'm going to get a benefit of losing weight, keeping my muscles firm, but this year I decided to share my daily routine. So this week, today is Wednesday, January 3rd, and everybody went back to work yesterday, right? So I need to start with my daily routine. Really important to start stretching your muscles. When your muscles are very stiff and when you just happen to turn, like when somebody calls your name and I expect you to turn fast, you could actually sprain your neck muscle or break it. I have actually heard this from my patients, and I used to work as a certified medical assistant for 33 years. And one weekend during those 33 years, I got a job as a nursing home as a office manager. And I ran into quite a few different patients, especially they were elderly at the nursing home. And this one lady was telling me, I noticed that she was wearing like a neck brace. And I said, what happened to you? And she says, well, one day at church, one of my friends called my name and said hi. So I turned around, just not even like really quick like that, but just basically just normal turn and I back to her, and she ended up breaking her neck. That's how easily you could break your bones. If your bones are weak and if it's not like flexed, relaxed, and if they're stiff, then just normal, anybody should be able to just turn their head and say hi, looking back and hi back to people that's saying hi to you. So that was one of the big reasons I realized, aha, we must keep our muscles relaxed and flexed. And I started exercising way back in my 20s. And I took some martial arts because I thought, well, I want to exercise because I don't want to end up with the extra baby fat because I was planning on having a babies, and I don't want to have a challenge losing all those pregnancy weights after I deliver my babies. Then I thought, well, why don't I just, take martial arts? It helps me to, learn the self-defense, and also I'm getting my exercise done. At the same time, I could get my black belts. So those are the reasons why I started, martial arts way back in my 20s when I first got married. And guess what? I have earned my black belt, okay? And of course, there's been quite a few stops here and there because I had 4 kids, all by C-section. And whenever you have a C-section, it takes extra time to recover. And, other things in the way. And so it took me a while to get my black belts, but I finally got it. But I'm here to kind of exercise and have you guys maybe do some exercises with me. So maybe you want to stretch your muscles from head to toe first so that we could loosen up our muscles and not so stiff, okay? Before we do any kind of exercises, we should really take the time to relax our muscles, starting from the head, like this, okay? It doesn't take that very long. Okay, go up and down, and then sideways, kind of slowly push, okay? takes like maybe 5 or 10 minutes to loosen up your muscles. So you haven't been exercising, start with the relax. Loosening up your muscles like this, you guys. Okay? And then you hold it, and then you relax. You hold it, and you relax. And as far as your feet, you don't have to be stiff, just relax. Okay? And make sure that your posture when you're sitting down, instead of just sitting like this, just kind of, you know, it's like your stomach in. You don't have to hold your breath like this. Right? Just go like, hold your posture straight. Instead of just sitting like this, just kind of keep your stomach in like that. Okay? Again, so we did this, that. You could do this and that. You could even do it standing up too. Same thing, standing up, but you could do it sitting down as well. So eventually, when you're just sitting down, start with that, and then maybe eventually you'll stand up and do the same exercises. Okay? Again, when you tilt your head back, okay, you will all the way make sure your neck is up like this and down. Okay, go like this. All right. And then we did the shoulder shrugs like this. Hold it tight for about, 10 to 20 seconds. And then relax. When you relax, just kind of totally relax like that. Feels so good. Okay. Then next is we did a shoulder rotations like this, right? Forward. And then back. And don't think that you're doing the wrong way. All you have to do is go like this. From sideways, it looks like this. Like that. All right. Now, it's important to work on your fingers too, right? And I just go out and in. Just go squeeze open your fingers all the way and then close. Make a fist like that, okay? And or you could even just go hold it like this in front of you. Now, do the wrist. It's very important, okay? Because every single muscle needs to be relaxed. So today I'm just going to be doing some exercise to loosen up your muscles. Okay, and then you go circles like this. And then other way. And how long you should do it? Just, 30 seconds or so. Or you could say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then other way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, like that. And you go like this. Just like your feet. You know how my feet. Point toes and then up. Point toes and up like that. So same thing with your hands. It looks silly, you have never done it before, but it's very important. Think about babies. They don't have a lot of broken bones because all their muscles are very relaxed. So if they fall down, they don't break bones as much because their muscle is relaxed, right? So we want to relax our muscles just like babies. All right? And then you could go like this, and then out, and then go forward, out to the side like this, and then come to forward like this, okay, with your hands. And you could go like this, and just like, you're moving things out of the way, like that. Be sure to breathe. Breathe in and out, okay? And then now, we've done our wrist. Now we're gonna do elbow, okay? This is just something that you do at home. You don't have to squeeze your fist. You could just go like this if you want. It's up to you. Okay, elbow, right? And now we're gonna go like this. Just think, you do this at least about 20 to 30 minutes a day and 5 to 6 days a week. Add those hours up. That's quite a bit of hours per week. I do take like Sundays off. I used to only exercise like Monday through Friday, and then some like weekdays like I miss because, you know, something came up or something like that, then I just do it on Saturdays. But even if you end up skipping it, no big deal. But just, you know, get back right into the routine, because sometimes you miss a week and then, you know, it's easier for us to say, oh, it's easy, and it's hard to get back into the routine, especially when you're on vacations. So I always try to do something when I'm on my vacation, okay? Elbow touch like this. Okay, now, we've done the wrist, hands, fingers, right? Hands and fingers and wrist and then elbow. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some stretching like this. Okay, and then do that. Just kind of with your shoulders. You don't have to do everything perfect. Okay, you don't have to be limber like me. Even if you can only do it this way, that's okay. Just like this much, that's okay too. All right? Just push yourself like after you've been doing it, how forever you could stretch, and then like push a little bit more, you know, the following week. Okay? But do not exercise when you have medical conditions, when doctor says you cannot do X, Y, Z, just take advice. But a lot of this you do it slow enough, it's almost like a physical therapy. When I had an accident one year and I could move my arm, like highest I could move my arm behind my back was like this, no matter how hard I tried, it hurt so bad. And now look, I'm able to touch my bra line here, okay? Before accident, I was able to do that, but after the accident, this much was hurting so bad, but gradually, you know, I worked way up there, and then now it's like, look, I could touch. Because I can even put my bra on or put my shirt over my head. So everything is, you know, treated like as a physical therapy. If you don't like to exercise. If you don't like physical therapy, just say it as like exercise. However you want to call it, doesn't matter. Okay? So now, so we've done this, right? This way. Okay. And then now you take your hand. Okay, I'm going to show you sideways like this. And then you just go like this. You just take a wrist and you just grab and just go like that. Okay, that's all. Just touch. Okay, and then same thing with the other hand. And it's a good idea to take hand and grab. You could go like this, and you could go like this, stretch a little bit. Make sure you have a good posture. Okay, don't go like that. Just kind of get shoulders out and stretch. Don't go like this, okay? But like this. And you could go out a little bit further, okay? And you're gonna hear your muscles pop here and there, but it's okay. Remember, no pain, no gain. Okay, now, what we've done is we've done the head, neck, shoulders, wrist, and elbows, right? And arms, okay? Now, you could do this too. We used to say, we must increase our bust. We must increase our bust. I remember doing this, crazy. I'm an exercise holic. I don't look it, But I love to exercise because you know what? I get natural high energy by doing this. I could do this all day long, video for like an hour. I don't think you want to watch me doing exercises for like an hour. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna stop right there, and then tomorrow we're gonna be working from waist down. And then we'll be working on our abs and our buttocks and our thigh, our legs and all that. Eventually, I have a whole year, okay? So again, you don't have to have a gym in your house. You could just do this at home. If you don't have an exercise mat, that's okay. You could just use like a towel, lay a towel. And while you're watching TV, you know, if you wanna do like a multitasking, while you're watching TV, you could even just do stretching like this, you know? It's not noisy. It's not like you're running on the floor to make a noise. So, you know, while you're watching TV, a show or news or something like that, you could still hear it. You could just do it like stretches like this, right? Or you could even open your legs and just stretch like that. Just some ideas that you could do. And my goal is to be able to do the splits. And when I was taking martial arts, I was able to do the splits, and that was when I was in my 20s and 30s. And my stomach used to be really, really flat. People used to call my stomach like a washboard. I mean, seriously, I have pictures of me in a swimming suit in my 20s and 30s, and it was like flat. After 4 kids, hey, you know what? It's kind of a little bit of a challenge. But I want to be able to eat whatever I want to eat. The secret is to cutting back on your portions, that's all. A lot of people, they join like a Jenny Craig's or a special kind of diet, and they do it for like a year or two. And then after a while, they stop doing all that because it's expensive to buy their menus or whatever, you know, because you can't keep up with it, you know, monthly expense, and you look great. Like I ran into a girlfriend from high school, and she was kind of chubby, and when I saw her, and she looked great. She looked so cute, so skinny and everything. So how did you lose all that weight? And she said, oh, I went on like a Jenny Craig diet or something like that. And then I saw her like 5 years later. She had all of her weights back and extra. So if you don't change your habits as to how much you eat or what you eat, then, you know, you may enjoy the process of losing weight while you're on a special diet. But then after that, unless you could afford to keep up the rest of your life, which a lot of times people don't end up doing. And we just need to make sure that we keep a good eating habits, what we put in our mouth, right? And also exercise. So sometimes like when you exercise, you burn your calories and you could eat a little bit more. But if you just stick with the portions of how much you eat, and then exercise, and then you can lose weight and keep it. You don't have to rely on like you know, some special kind of diet or anything. Just anything that you want to eat, to cut to very small portions. So I think it's a good idea to maybe eat like a 1/3 cup or half a cup to 3/4 cup of portions of anything that you eat. If you're used to eating like 2 cups, I was really shocked one day during COVID. My husband and I, we got all of our leftovers out of the fridge, and we're just gonna eat it for lunch. And we looked at it and it was like, wow, we got a lot of leftovers to eat. And we decided to measure it just to see how much those portions were. It was like 2 cups. And I thought, oh my gosh, that's a lot, and never even measured before. But now I measure and I eat anywhere between like 1/3 cup. And if I wanna have an extra, you know, certain things that I love and I wanna eat extra, then I have another half of 1/3 cup. And so I ended up not even eating the full cup, even with the extra servings. And that's the one way to kind of help you keep your weight at, you know, how you want to weigh, if you want to keep your weight down, okay? And then also to exercise. But main reason that I exercise again is because I want to save money and time. Again, saving money not having to pay the doctors and emergency rooms, and the time is I don't want to waste my time laying in a hospital bed or keeping away myself from the family. And so by exercising, I'm saving all kinds of money and time, because the more money and more time I could keep to myself is saving. So that is one of the reasons why I love to exercise. So try it. This year, you don't need a gym membership. You need to have a discipline. That's what it takes, because motivation goes away after a while. You can only motivate yourself for so long, and you don't have somebody motivating you. But I have to motivate myself. I can't expect somebody else to motivate me. I have to have my own self-motivations, and I have to have a self-discipline. Nobody could discipline me. I have to have my own discipline to do the things that I want to do, to be a successful individual as an entrepreneur, or as we get older. That, like I said, I want to be able to cook my own meals instead of relying on somebody else, or TV meals, or having the senior government delivers the food to seniors when they can't cook for themselves and things like that. I mean, I'm grateful that they do have, those services available for those who really needs it. But I'm going to do everything I can to stay healthy for myself. And in a junction, my family is going to benefit because they don't have to take care of me. I'll see you on my next video. Be sure to subscribe click on the link below and subscribe my YouTube channel, because I will do a time and money saving tips here and there. And this is the biggest money saving in a long term. You don't see this like overnight, right? But nothing happens overnight. You don't make money overnight either. And so thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.